Hello children, today we go to a new topic called percentage. Percentage is a very important topic. I cannot tell you the application of percentage in our daily life in one particular video. So it's very important. I call it, it is the heart of arithmetic. Like I say, congruency is the heart of geometry and equations are heart of algebra. So percentage has huge application, from buying a house to taking a loan, buying a thing and discount, various practical application. One is mensuration and another is arithmetic, whose heart is percentage. So I am making this video for class 6. This is my part 1, and if you want to have some more advanced knowledge, I have made two videos for class 8. So you can see that, because many chapters on arithmetic, their main base is on percentage, profit and loss, discount, GST. Okay, any chapter, shares and dividend we have in class 10, GST is there. Class 8 we have simple interest, 9 compound interest, all they are based on percentage. Okay, and it has huge application in other branches also. So now here we go. First thing, percentage means out of 100. Okay, so suppose in an exam, I'll give you one example. Somebody gets, we generally don't have exam out of 100. So suppose in exam, we have sometime 20 mark exam. So suppose a child gets 12 out of 20. Now in another school, his friend is there who gets 35 out of 50 in his exam. Okay, he is having exam out of 20 and he is having exam out of 50. So we have to find, so here if we have to compare their mark, who has performed better? So it's difficult. So what we do, children, this is concept of percentage. We try to make the denominator 100. So when you multiply the denominator by 5, because we have to make it 100, because percentage means out of 100. There are very different formats. You can see my class 8 video, you are in 6. There are 2-3 main format in which we fit a question and solve. Logically, see, formula comes with logic, not the other way around. So always I follow the logical method so that you can understand and you can apply mental maths also. So he gets 60 out of 100. So simply what we have done, children, we have tried to make the denominator 100. This is the meaning of percentage. Now this particular child, his friend, to make denominator 100, we multiply by 2, because you know 25s are 100 and 52s are 100. And one more thing I'll tell you, which I have told again and again, you need to be very good at tables, at least 1 to 20, okay, or more. And second thing, you have to be strong in mental maths, okay, otherwise maths will be a difficult thing for you. So here we have, he gets 60 out of 100 and he gets 70 out of 100, means he is a better performer. See, here it was difficult, 12 out of 20, 35 out of 50. So this is what is called 60%, children. Percent means whose denominator is 100. So once we say, so suppose both their parents meet each other. So they don't have to say my son or my daughter got this. One will say my son got 60% in his class test. Another will say he got 70%. We are not bothered about the real total mark, 20 or 50. So percentage gives you a very good idea. So before I go to the other concept, I'll tell you one short thing which came up while teaching and while learning. We have elections in India. India is a democratic country. So there, in every polling station, there is a polling officer. He has to give, I think, hourly report of the votes polled. So the polling officer has to send an hourly report to Delhi and State Election Commission that how much how many people have cast their vote. So one example I'll give you is Delhi Election Commission main office or state election commission, they are not bothered about what is the real number of people and how many people came. They are interested in percentage. Suppose voting starts at 7 o'clock. So one another example, just I'll tell you, 7 o'clock, and in one suppose Lok Sabha constituency there are, okay, just for example 5 lakh people. 5 lakh people, 5 zeros are there in a Lok Sabha constituency, and at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8 am in the morning, they have to give report how many percentage of people, because I told you they are not interested in the real number. So suppose 25,000 people cast their vote in the first hour of your voting. It generally starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, it goes to 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening or till the people are there. So here, if you want to find percentage, this I'll tell you. So this is something, one important formula I am telling you. Part, whenever you want to find percentage, part upon whole, okay, this you will see in later on sums, into 100%. So one thing again, another thing we learn over here is whenever percentage comes, I'll teach you here, whenever, you can write, whenever percent comes, okay, whenever percentage comes, it comes with into 100. So second very important thing you remember, percentage comes with 100%. Okay, next I'll teach you, if we remove percent, what happens. So what will happen, I'll tell you. So this example just I'll tell you. So we cancel, okay, so 20 here. So what we get, children, is if you cancel 5 5s are 25. So the polling officer will say 5% of the people have cast their vote, okay, in the first hour. So Delhi is not interested in 25,000 people. Delhi Election Commission is not interested in 5 lakh. Ultimately, it is the percentage which matters, because different Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or Vidhan Sabha constituency, we have different number of electorate, those who can cast their vote. So percentage is very important. So I was hearing one person was made the electoral officer for polling officer for one particular polling station, but he had a problem in finding percentage. So he had to take help of somebody to tell him exactly what is the correct percentage. So see how important it is to know. So that person took somebody's help, and that person was telling me, see, such a basic thing some people don't know. So it is how many people polled in that hour, like 8 to 9, and how many people are there who can cast their vote. There is a electoral roll, names are there, photographs are there. So this is how we do. So there are 2-3 things we learn here. This format we see, percentage means part by whole into 100%. This will come encounter in little harder sums. So first thing, percentage means out of 100. Second thing, whenever percentage comes, it comes with 100%. And the last one of the concept, children, whenever percentage goes, I'll give you one example. Whenever percentage goes or you remove it, okay, remove percentage, it, or you can say 100 comes in the denominator. 100 comes in the denominator. DTR we write, I write for denominator, and NT are short for numerator. Okay, so whenever percentage goes or we remove, 100 comes in the denominator, and whenever percentage comes, it comes with 100%. So one more example I'll give you about this. So see, just I was trying to explain how important it is, percentage in our daily life. You go to bank, children, all the calculations, simple interest, compound interest, LIC, okay, LIC is the one which uses simple interest. Otherwise in our everyday life, compound interest is the main thing. Suppose somebody gives you 40%, okay, you have to write it as a fraction. I'll just come to question 1 from over here. So I said percentage, whenever it goes, last sum was whenever percentage comes. So whenever percentage goes, 100 comes, so cancel 0 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. So as a fraction, we will see we can convert percentage to a fraction, to a decimal, vice versa. Okay, so here when percentage goes, it is as a fraction 2 by 5. Just the opposite, children. 2 by 5 as a percent means you got 2 out of 5 in an exam. So to bring percentage, this application we do. So simply we cancel. So you see we get 40%. So I have shown you same sum, how we convert from percentage to a fraction, where percentage goes, 100 comes in the denominator, and if you have to bring percentage, any fraction, any decimal, so we multiply with 100 and percent. So they are two very good friends. They come together, but whenever percentage goes, it leaves its friend 100 in the denominator. So children, this was the basic idea about percentage. In my part 2 video, maybe if it is required, otherwise you see class 8 video where we use more format for difficult questions. So for beginning few questions, this is enough. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we'll take few sums from exercise 10.1. So now we move on to question number 1, where we use the second concept is when a third concept, when we remove percentage, 100 comes down. So we have to convert it as a fraction in lowest term. So this is a fraction, children. What is a fraction? Which has a numerator and a denominator, but this is not in lowest term. So we cancel with 2 means it gets half each time we do. So this is 8 by 25. 8 by 25. This sum if we do, first we convert it into mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay, so this will be 18 fours are 72 plus 375 by 4. Remove the percentage. Remove the percentage, 100 comes down. You can cancel with 5, or I can directly do with 25. 25 3s are 4s are. This is 3 by 16. 4 4s are 16. Multiply the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. This one, children, same way. 8 into 3 plus 1 by 8. We convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. This is 25 by 8. When percentage goes, 100 comes down. Okay, 3s are 24 plus 1 25. 25 1s are 4s are. So we get 1 by 8 4s are 32. Okay, so this is 1 by 32 as in the lowest term, as a fraction in the lowest term. Okay, so once more what we have done in question 1, we have removed the percentage, the third concept, and we have got 100 in the denominator. So when percentage goes, as soon as the sign goes, 100 comes down. So I can write here or into 1 by 100. Both the things are same. So kindly pause the video and copy. Then we move to question number 2. So in the next question, children, we have to convert percentage into decimal. First was we converted percentage into fraction in the lowest term. So again with third concept, percentage goes, 100 comes down. Okay, and if you want to write it as a decimal, so there is a decimal here. So dividing by 100 means, children, decimal will come 2 places to the left. Division means less, decimal will go to the left. Remember, less, decimal goes left, and whenever suppose you multiply by 100, the decimal will go towards right, value becomes bigger. So suppose you do 41 into 100, so decimal will go, it will become 4100. Same way here, children, 3 by 5, percentage goes, 100 comes. So here there are 2 ways of doing, children. So one way what I am doing, I'll show you. There can be one more method. So here I get 3 by 500. Okay, so we convert it into decimal, or there was other thing, 3 by 5 as a decimal you will get 0.6. You divide 3 divided by 5. So 3 is small, 0 will come, you put decimal here, 3 6 are, 5 6 are 30. 5 6 are 30, so this is 0.6%, this is 0.6, percentage goes, as soon as percentage goes children, 100 comes, so this is 0.2 places it will come. So 0, another 0, and this 0 we give so that this decimal is prominent. So this will be our answer as a percentage. Once more, first you convert 3 by 5, see same answer you will get. You can divide and check, you will get the same answer over here, but this is easier. Why? Because first we convert to decimal and then we remove the percentage and we get 100 down, and whenever you have only 100 in division, simply the decimal you move to 2 place. So it comes here, the decimal comes here, but another 0 you put to make it prominent. Just we cannot start with a decimal, you may not see this decimal. So we put 0 so that we know, okay, there is something in the middle. So this 0 comes, so ultimately this has come from here 1 place, 2 place. Okay, and we'll do one more last sum, and then rest of the thing we will do in part 2 and part 3 of our video lesson. So kindly pause the video and copy. Then I do the last part, which is quite small. So I am rubbing just this part children, and same way, as soon as the percentage goes 100 comes, this actually I should show you in rough work. This decimal will go to 2 place, you put 1 0 here, decimal comes here, see it was here 2 0, dividing by 100 means 2 place, dividing by 10 means 1 place, dividing by 1000 means 3 place, so it comes here, another 0 we put. So to make this prominent, so 0 5 9, see decimal has come from here 1 place, 2 place, it has come, this 0 is to make this prominent, you cannot start with decimal. So this is how in the question 1 we convert percentage to fraction in lowest term, and this is percentage to decimals. Okay, so kindly pause the video and copy, then we'll see in part 2 some more question, and part 3 we'll try to do the harder questions. So thank you children for watching this video lesson.